Hey everybody, I'm Jimmy Rance. I want to talk about, I don't know, maybe two things. One is just something that I just thought about, and I don't know why I'm even going to mention it, but I am. Then I want to talk about something else. Um, my first wife died, and she died of colorectal cancer. She died at a kind of a pretty young age. Pretty devastating, pretty sad. My wife, Bobby, my nurse wife, Bobby, who died 4.5 months ago, or today, I think, yeah, today, she also died of colorectal cancer. I thought how, it didn't really connect until today. I thought about that. I've lost two wives to colorectal cancer. And when you get colorectal cancer, you can have it, you don't even know you have it. Again, my wife was an RN. She was she's a 40-year retired nurse. She worked herself up to be the director of nursing. She was offered a job in the state of Colorado to head this big psychiatric facility. They offered her so much money, it was scary, but she didn't take it. My wife also, she had a PhD in psychology. She's a brilliant woman. I've talked about that before, I think. You know, I hear the term a lot, like guys, or I hear a lot of people say like, yeah, marry a nurse with a purse. Well, let me tell you something. That ain't me. My wife did not work 1 second when she was with me the whole time. And we were together for over a decade. She never worked. I supported her 100%. So it wasn't that deal about, I guess some guys do that. I don't know, marry a nurse with a purse. I guess they do. I don't know. But I was just thinking about that. And I just kind of wanted to say it, you know, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. And then something else I was thinking about that I'm still trying to figure out, being that I'm still fairly new in this widower game, you know, or whatever you want to call it. It's not a game. It's a heartbreaking, terrible thing. But I have watched online a lot of different channels about like how to deal with grief after losing a loved one, how to go forward, how not to get depressed, what to do, keep yourself busy, occupied. Things will slow down as time goes by, that eventually everything's going to get kind of normal. Well, it's been 4.5 months, and I definitely see a lot of improvement. I really, truly do. And I also see a lot of videos, and maybe a lot of you guys can relate to this, because a lot of you folks that are sub to me or watch me, I don't know if you sub to me or not. I have a hard time getting people to sub me for some reason. But you call yourself, everybody does that does YouTube, content creators, which I find that kind of trippy, really, content creator. Like that's something special. I guess in my case, it's just lousy content, but oh well. So a lot of people that make videos about, what do I want to say? When they make videos about whenever you're a senior citizen and you don't work anymore, or that you're alone, I'll never get married again, I'll never go through that again, I'll never wait on anybody again, I'll just do what I want to do and I'll be alone. And they claim that they are so happy because they are alone. Is that really true? For you people that have lost someone like I lost my wife, are you really happy? You know, I mean, don't you get lonely? And sometimes I wonder, and with me making YouTube videos, when you start making YouTube videos, you're always thinking, what can I talk about next? It gets almost to be an addiction in a way. And I know you content creators know what I'm talking about. You're always thinking about the next video. What can I talk about? How can I hold their interest? And the tough part about it is everything that we talk about has already been beat to death 1,000 times. We just kind of rehash the same stuff over and over and over. That's why on my channel, I say that I'm like a variety channel. I want to just talk about anything from sports to RVing to going camping to traveling, taking cruises, dealing with life's problems that come at you, like when you experience a death in your family or the death of your spouse or something. I want to talk about anything and everything. I don't want to be pigeonholed down into just like one genre, as they say, into one niche. I don't want to do that. I just want to turn the camera on and talk to you like I'm talking among friends. Because I'm going to tell you something. Honestly, I am a talker. And after my wife died, I had nobody to talk to. I don't really, and I guess this is my fault, but here where I live in Colorado, I live in a very nice neighborhood. I really do. Not rich or anything, but it's very nice. But I live in a big, huge military town, and a lot of people that live in the area that I live in, they're like transplants. They're military, they fly them in, they take a house, then they go on deployment and they're gone. Then they come back and then they're transferred somewhere else and they're gone. I used to know all of my neighbors whenever I first moved here over 18 years ago, but now I don't know anybody because it's a constant in and out, in the house, out of the house. So I don't have any friends. I don't have any barbecue buddies. I don't really, I know my next door neighbor, but he's on deployment. He's been gone for months and months and months. And he's so much younger than me. I don't have anything in common with him, and they have nothing in common with me either. And my other next door neighbor, they're very nice people, but they're always gone. They're busy. They're active. They have their life. Me, I'm a 71-year-old, I guess, fuddy-duddy, I guess I don't know. I don't have any friends. So I guess what I'm saying is, and maybe you can identify with this if you're just honest with yourself. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But I wonder, for all of you who are saying how you love being alone and all that stuff, you just love it. You'll never marry again. You don't want to be in a relationship, all that kind of stuff. Have you really become, and I can see how this can happen, have you really become best friends with your cell phone or your camera? Because you're always thinking about that next video. And I know you do. I do the same thing. What can I talk about next? Now, no matter what I talk about, it's already been covered pretty much, unless I tell a personal story. And I like to do that a lot. I'll probably tell a lot of personal stories. A lot of you may be interested in them, and maybe some of you go, man, I don't want to hear that crap. This ain't dramatic enough for me. I'm going on. I need to troll somebody. I can't troll this. Oh well, get over yourself. But have you made your camera your best friend? And we need to be careful of that. I can kind of see, I can really see where a lot of you is like, well, okay, I'm single, or I've had a bad divorce, or my spouse died, and I'm sorry that my spouse died, but I don't have to really be responsible like I used to be. I don't have to do these certain things as a spouse anymore, and it's a lot easier. Life can be easier that way. I mean, you're dealing with a lot of pain from the death of the divorce. I understand all that. But then there's a part of you inside like, wow, I don't have to fool with this anymore. Well, I don't have to. It's like you lose your role, like you have a role in life to kind of, I don't like to say to play. That's really a bad way to say it, but I think you know what I mean. You're placed in a marriage or a relationship, you have certain responsibilities to that spouse or relationship. And whenever they're removed out of the equation, you kind of feel lost. I know you do. You have to. I know I do. But I just don't get all this I love being alone stuff. Now, again, like I said before, I do not need a woman to define who I am, but I like women. I always have. I get along with women for some reason way better than I do men. I don't know why, but I do. I get along with guys too, but I get along with women better for some reason. And I don't mean from some monkey business perspective, okay? But I guess that's my question on this second part that I'm talking about. Content creators, have you made your camera your best friend? You're talking into your camera, so that is your social life. You're talking to the camera. You're gonna upload this video, and whenever you upload your video, your people who follow you are gonna communicate with you in the comments section, and you're gonna respond to them. And that's what keeps you from being alone. So really, are you really alone, but you don't want to admit it? And you're using YouTube, or you're using your camera and this platform as your social life? It's a fair question. You know, to be honest with you guys, and I'm going to end it here, I would rather hug a female partner, somebody that I deeply care about, than I would to hug my pillow at night. And I know you know what I mean. Thanks for listening, guys, okay? I'm Jimmy Rants.